Stop making these muscle building mistakes. You're training hard, you're showing up, and you put in the reps. So why are your muscles not growing? I'm going to tell you exactly why, and it's probably not what you think. Most people blame their genetics, their metabolism, even their gym. But the real reason, it comes down to three mistakes. Three mistakes that are silently killing your gains. And today, I'm going to fix all three of them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you are going to have a complete action plan, no fluff, just exactly what you need to start growing. Let's get into it. Here is the thing that nobody tells you when you start training. Working out is not enough. I know that sounds brutal. You're sweating, you're sore the next day, you feel like you're doing everything right. But there's a massive difference between working hard and working smart. And if you don't understand these three principles I'm about to break down, you can train for years and see almost zero results. I've seen it happen to good people, dedicated people working their ass off in the gym and going nowhere. And every single time, it comes back to today's same three mistakes. Let's start with number one mistake. You're not pushing hard enough. And this is the big one, is that you're not progressively overloading your muscles. Now, progressive overload sounds complicated. It's not. Here it's what it means in plain English. Every single week, your muscles need a new challenge, a reason to grow. If you're lifting the same weight for the same reps, week after week, your body has zero reason to change. Think about it. Your body is smart. It adapts. And when it's comfortable with a weight, it stops growing to handle it. You've hit a wall and you don't even know it. And this is called a plateau. And most people just stay there, stuck, wondering why nothing is changing. So here is what progressive overload actually looks like in practice. Every week, not every month, every week, you need to increase the challenge in one of these ways. Number one, hard weight. Even 2.5 kilos, even 1 kilo, it doesn't matter how small, just add something. Number two, hard reps. Were you doing 8 reps last week? Try 9 this week. Number three, hard sets. Add one extra set to your hardest exercise of the day. One of these three things every single week, that's it. That's the whole secret. Your muscles grow when they are forced to, when they have to adapt to survive. Give them a comfortable ride and they will stay exactly where they are. Track your workouts, write on every weight, every rep, every set. If you're not tracking, you're guessing and you can't improve what you don't measure. Okay, halfway through the first reason, and I already know what some of you are thinking. I do increase my weights. Cool. Are you doing it every week? Are you writing it down? Because feeling like pushing you harder, it's not the same as actually pushing harder. On to number two. Mistake number two, you're not eating enough protein. All right. Mistake number two, and this one is painful because it's so simple, you're not eating enough protein. I know you've heard it before, but hear me out, because most people think they're eating enough protein when they are nowhere close. So here is the number you need to know if you want to build muscle. You need approximately 1.6 to 2.2 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day. So if you weigh 80 kilo, you need between 128 to 176 grams of protein a day. That is a lot of food. Most people are eating maybe 80, 90 grams and wondering why they're not growing. So here is the number you need to know if you want to build muscle. You need approximately 1.6 to 2.2 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day. So if you weigh 80 kilo, you need between 128 to 176 grams of protein a day. That is a lot of food. Most people are eating maybe 80, 90 grams and wondering why they're not growing. Here is why this matters so much when you lift weights. You're actually breaking down muscle fibers, tiny tears in the muscle tissue. Protein is what your body uses to repair those tears. And when it repairs them, it builds them back slightly bigger and stronger than before. No protein, no repair. And no repair, no growth. It's that simple. Now, I'm not saying you need to eat chicken, rice 6 times a day, but you need to be intentional. Track your protein for 1 week, just 1 week, using any free app, MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, whatever you like. I guarantee most of you are going to be shocked at how far off you are. High protein foods to focus on: chicken, breast, eggs, Greek, cottage cheese, tuna, beef, and yes, protein shakes. If you need to top up, there are no extra points for avoiding supplement if it helps you hit your targets. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, do me a favor and hit the like button right now. It helps more people find this video and I'll be able to keep making content like this for you. Okay, back to it. Because reason number 3, this one surprises everyone. Mistake number 3, you're not recovering properly. This is the one nobody wants to hear because it means doing less, no more, and you're not recovering properly. Here is the truth. Your muscle do not grow in the gym. Read that again. They do not grow in the gym. They grow outside the gym. While you're resting, while you're sleeping, the gym is just the stimulus, the trigger. The recovery is where the actual magic happens. And most people, especially beginners, are sabotaging their own result by not taking recovery seriously. They are training 6-7 days a week. They are getting 5 hours of sleep and they are stressed. They are not eating enough calories and then wonder why they look exactly the same as they did 3 months ago. This is your body screaming at you to slow down. Sleep is the single most powerful recovery tool you have, and it's completely free. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormone, it repairs muscle tissue, and it consolidates your training. Without actual sleep, we're talking 7 to 9 hours. That process is severely compromised. I don't care how good your program is. I don't care how clean your diet is. If you're sleeping 5 hours a night, you're leaving majority of your gains on the table. And it's not just sleep. Recovery also means rest days, 2-3 days per week minimum, not because you're lazy, because that's when your body does the work. And active recovery, walking, stretching, all fine. But beating your body into the ground 7 days a week is not dedication, it's self-destruction. Your action plan starts this week. So here's where we put all together. I don't just want to tell you what's wrong. I want to give you a plan you can actually start this week, today even. Step 1, open your notes app right now. Write down any exercises you did last week, your last workout, weight, reps, sets. That is your baseline. Next session, beat at least one of those numbers and one more rep, a little more weight, and that's progressive overload in action. Step 2, for the next 7 days, track your protein every meal. Use free app, no judgment, just data. Find out where you actually are, then close the gap. Step 3, set sleep alarm, not wake up alarm. A go to sleep alarm Pick your target sleep time, subtract 8 hours from when you need to wake up, and set a reminder. And put your phone across the room. Make sleep a non-negotiable. Protein recovery. That's the formula, not complicated. But most people skip at least one of them. Don't be most people. You've already done the hardest part. You showed up, you're training. Now let's make sure that training is actually working for you. If you've made this far, thank you. Seriously, it means you actually care about getting results, and that already puts you ahead of 90% of people. Now I want you to do one thing before you leave this video. Drop a comment below and tell me which one of these 3 mistakes you've been doing. Number 1, progressive overload. Number 2, protein. And number 3, recovery. Just drop the number and I'll read a single one of them. And if you want to see these principles in action, I've got a complete 30-minute full body workout right here. No equipment, no excuses. Follow along with me and let's put everything we just talked about into practice. I'll see you on the next one.